Welcome to Bikini Bottom, a quiet town famed for its fine eateries, its calm atmosphere, and for that, thing on the left there. I don't know what that is. Let us ignore it, huh?
Will this Patty ever cease to hound me?
Hello everyone, welcome back, and yes, we are still being pursued by the Patty. Exit pursued by a Patty. I don't know how you're supposed to get all these motherfuckers, but whatever. There are gears that you can get. Also all kinds of crazy shit that you can collect while you're getting chased by killer Krabby Patty. I'm gonna freeze it so that I can pick up all these boys. Oh, I need to freeze it again so I can do this boy. Come on, get on there, boy. Oh yeah, look at me go, damn. I'm just fucking flying. You need to get back a little bit. There we go. Oh, not just gears, I guess it's like, just like parts, blueprints, stuff. It's kind of a recurring thing in this game is that you, like, collect, once the thing has been established, you're like collecting parts to upgrade your whatever that you use. Oh, fuck me. This is a little bit precarious. Anyway, yeah, do excuse me if in the coming days I'm a little bit more, like, I don't know, like low-key and groggy than I normally am, which I know that I already am pretty often, but even more so around now, I would guess, because I got a job and it's a good old-fashioned wake up in the early morning and do it most of the day and be fucking tired and stuff kind of job. And I mean, it's fine. I haven't really started doing anything, and I'm not really allowed to talk about a lot of it, so, which makes it sound all, like, cool, but I promise you it isn't. And also I just don't feel like it, so I'm not going to talk about it right now, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. It's just that I have to wake up early. It would suck regardless of what job it was. Unless the job was just like, you get to go to sleep. Which makes me think about how, and I think about it all the time, how I like how this guy isn't, first of all, the swinging things are just going through his body, and also he is no longer interested in trying to get me. He just stops while I wait and look at the game, letting me know that I can get out. I can't think of anything when I'm playing this part for some reason. I don't know if moving around more slowly makes him not turn around. Maybe. But it also makes you get less things. Son of a bitch. I probably could have moved before he turned around. Now that vase is gonna break, but he's already awake, so it's fine.
To add to the collection.
But yeah, I already got the target, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, I think about all the time how when I was in, like, elementary school, middle school, high school, I went to school. I woke up every day at 6:30 in the morning and went to school from... School lasted from 7:45 a.m. to 3 p.m. And I did that every day of my life, and I have no fucking idea. And I did a lot in a day. You go to like 8 classes. Like, I have no idea how I managed it, because I feel like if I have to wake up, if I have to go to anything before like noon, it's a whole ordeal now. But whatever. I'm not gonna... Oh, I guess... I thought this was just one of those for funsies ones. Alright, get away from it. What the fuck? Do I have to keep... Okay, apparently it's not enough. You can't just open it all the way and then walk away. You have to wait until the game decides that you've been doing it enough. Oh, wait. Here. Get up. There you go.
Congratulations, Plankton. Blueprint acquired.
Thank you. honey. Where is the boy? There's the boy. God damn, I hate the fucking jumping in this game. It's very imprecise sometimes. Alright, you can stop blinking. I got it. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Alright. That's one way to do that. Yeah, just waiting for him to come in. And then he, of course, the game stops you for like 2 hours so that he has a gigantic... So he just gets right behind you and it doesn't fucking matter at all. Yeah, ready? Yeah, just... Alright, now he's behind you. All that waiting was for dick. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. See, this thing, like, it moves you off, but when you actually move the control stick down, it doesn't do anything. It just kind of awkwardly shifts you in the, third dimension, in and out, whenever it needs you to be. And, I don't know, it's a little awkward in this part. Is this gonna hurt me? Okay. This will, so I should get away. And Z was right in my face. Nice. I like the board yelling. Oh, cool. He certainly could jump over that. What? Was that supposed to happen? I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. What? I swear to God, this is not what's supposed to be happening. What is going on right now? What? What? It's supposed to just... that he is stuck behind the door. What the fuck is this? I can't do anything about this. I can't skip it. Look at this shit. What do you... Okay. I guess we'll just start over. That was certainly something. Alright, well, I'm not gonna include all of this again if you just saw it. I'm just gonna go up to that part, so. Alright, let's see if this works this time. Okay, this is looking more like what happened. Alright, I don't know what the fuck happened that other time. Jesus Christ. But anyway, here we're back now. Things are, I suppose, back to normal. I like how he's just confounded by this wall. Yeah, so usually what happens is what just happened there, where he, like, where it hops from wherever it was to, where you are, and whatever. What you just saw. But why am I going 2 miles an hour? Where he, like, hops from where he was to where the wall is, but I guess because he was right near the door, when that started, I guess it just fucked the game up, and it was like, and it just followed him to the end of the fucking level. Oh, man, that was something. That's the kind of hijinks and shenanigans that you'll only get in a SpongeBob SquarePants game. Yeah, I don't think that moving slowly actually does anything, because if I move slowly, then he can still just get it. I'm fucking God. It's very hard to come up with commentary during this part because he's talking constantly, which honestly can be said for a lot of parts in this game with Plankton and with other characters. Just constant quips. They always need to be quipping. Always be quipping. always be crippin'. The quips and the bloods. I'm just gonna keep doing these until one of them is funny. I like the heads. I like that they're the head of the fake customer from that one episode.
Patty'll never catch me.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you get extra Z points, I suppose what they're called, according to that little text box, so that's cool.
Bikini Bottom has a long, proud, and noble history of sporting events at its stadium. Well, except for that incident with the rabid shrimp. Let's not talk about that, huh?
I like how the lines are not at all making any sense.
Never cease to hound me.
But yeah, that's cool. I do kind of like the general idea of these levels in that you're going to different, like, locations in Bikini Bottom. But none of them are, like, discernible locations. Like, this doesn't look much like a stadium to me. I mean, plenty of the stadiums that I know... How the fuck am I supposed to get back there? Oh, like this, I suppose. Is he gonna just plop down and fuck me if I am in there too long? Oh, ooh. Get down there, buddy. Yeah, you're getting a little too close. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is the ones where you have to kind of start actually using the things. But yeah, like, this is a neat whole stadium deal. And I like the idea of, you know, being map around Bikini Bottom and whatever. I don't know. One thing I was thinking about when trying to think of commentary things for this level, since it's kind of... You know, my only problem... Well, not my only problem, but my main problem with this part, I don't really mind the gameplay of this part very much. It's just a little bit one note, you're kind of just doing the same general stuff for a few levels. But, so there's not a whole lot that's interesting to talk about. But, I have been thinking about one thing that I keep coming back to that I don't really think this game, for the most part, harps on all that much. Which is that all these are dreams. I was actually kind of bummed about that when I first played this game. Well, you know, because apparently that's the only kind of story I have about this game. But I was a little bit underwhelmed when I heard that it was just about dreams, because from the trailers and the promotional material and the box for the game, they all very heavily include, spoilers, giant Plankton and SpongeBob in a plane, which is an honestly quite small portion of the game, and it's like all the way at the end. I didn't think that all of the game would be fighting a giant Plankton as SpongeBob in a plane, but I thought that it would be not this, and it's fine that it's not. You know, things don't need to be exactly what I expect them to be, but, you know, just fun thoughts. I don't know. Imagine being a gigantic patty and having to just hop everywhere. Can you do it? Oh. What is this? What is this floating that's happening? Like, this game is falling apart as I play it. As I talk about it. What the fuck am I saying? I'm falling apart. And I swear to God, I keep just holding right, and somehow this game thinks that these are different inputs, like, that I'm doing different stuff. Okay, kill you. Alright. I thought that those would be automatic, like they would take me where I need to be, but whatever. I love springboards that take you down. They make no sense. These chase parts kind of remind me of another licensed game that I definitely want to LP eventually, that I've talked about numerous times, which is the Ratatouille video game, which has several similar chase sequences, including, I think, one through, like, a sort of industrial type of level, but
My
I might be
important
wrong.
appointment without him seeing me.
Yes, you don't need to explain this concept every time we do it. It's the same thing every single time. Let's get the toxic waste. Yeah, get the vase. The vases are good points. Or the vase, if you will.
Got it.
Oh shit, I just moved. Oh, well, apparently it didn't fucking matter.
Soon it
That's
shall
cool.
all be mine.
Yeah, if being slow does anything, it hasn't affected anything that happened to me yet, so
Close
whatever.
for me.
Ooh, 2 for 1.
Me.
Nice.
To add to
I'm the
collection.
collector masser.
Close for me.
Mouth is falling out of my head. Hwah!
Got it.
Nice.
Don't mess with Plankton.
Don't mess with Plankton. Hell yeah. I have no idea how many of these levels there are. I completely forget. There aren't that many, and they're pretty short like this. Anyway, I think I was about to start having a thought and then stopped because the game was confounding me. But I was thinking about the dream aspect of this game, and I was thinking about how dreams are neat to think about for a lot of reasons. My dreams are always very strange and usually have to do with some very obscure anxiety that I have or whatever. Usually people that I've seen or thought about recently, either in real life or online, which is dumb but true, will feature in my dreams. I don't know, I could get into it, but maybe I'll save it for a little bit later when I'm less... I don't know when this fictional future time where my brain works normally that I keep referring to. I don't know when that's supposed to be, but that is when I will talk more about dreams. Can't do it right now. But I do think they're interesting because as far as I know, and like I'm by no means the most educated person on it or anything, as far as I know, there is no like agreed upon evolutionary purpose for dreaming. And yet humans do it, and animals do it. I remember me and Liv recently were talking about how it's really... I think it's really cool that, like, dogs and shit have dreams. Like, I don't know. It's a very, like, you know, hit the blunt sort of thing to talk about, I suppose, but... I think it's genuinely interesting, like, what would a dog dream about? Like, the idea of... I don't think people think very often of animals as having real consciousness, where they would have, like, memories and things that would affect their cognition and understanding of things the way that we do, and dreams are part of that, since it seems to be sort of just, like, the brain unloading extra information that it couldn't process while you were conscious. Man, I'm fucking zooming. I love doing that. What the hell? I was never able to do that on console. Maybe it's something about the ROM. I'm not sure. The emulator. Probably not the ROM itself, but... I hate these where you gotta do that really easy thing that I just did twice. This is a fun little level. I think this might be the last one because it had us back at the chum bucket at the end of it, which kind of sucks. I was hoping for maybe one more, but it's alright. It's neat to think what a dog would be dreaming about and what the reason for it would be. Say in the comments what you think the reason for dreams is. I mean, I don't honestly think there needs to be a reason. I mean, there are plenty of things that happened.
Make a deal?
Suck on my cock. There are plenty of things that, you know, both humans and all organisms, plenty of traits and things that they have that are obviously determined by evolution, but probably don't have, like, a purpose that you could necessarily make an argument for as, like, oh yeah, this helps more of them live. Like, this is a you know, a deliberate thing that the body does. Like, I think It might just be one of the many, like, side effects of the ability to have cognition, like the ability to have consciousness, beyond something that, like, a plant or bacteria or... I don't think that, like, a small insect has what we would call consciousness. I mean, it is a living being with a brain, but I don't think its brain has the capacity to, like, understand anything or, like, really think in the way that we would describe it, in terms of, like, you know, not even abstract concepts, just even being aware that you're a thing, that there's a thing called, not a called, I mean, the thing with the consciousness is that you have to be very careful with your word selection, because, like, I don't know, talking about consciousness is kind of talking about just, like, you existing, like, you... The concept of you only exists because of things happening in your brain. And so, yeah, I don't think that an ant knows it's an ant or knows what it's doing. I think it just does it. Its brain has the capacity to get it food and whatever else it needs to survive. Fuck me in the ass. I hate this bullshit. When I say that, I don't mean the level in general, I just mean that. I hate when I get my ass cheeks stuck in between one of these fucking jellyfish. And it pains me to not pick up that big one, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to get, like, too deep into whatever, but... I think dreams don't necessarily have an evolutionary... Like, I don't know, why... What's the evolutionary genius behind the fact that, you know, the hole that we breathe through is the same hole that our food goes in? Like, that, you don't think that would present problems that might kill humans more easily? You know. Unless you're an intelligent design person, then obviously you would be like, well, we have dreams because that's how God talks to us, or something. Anyway, next time we'll be checking back in on old Robert's dream, that being SpongeBob. I just like calling him Robert. So yeah, we'll be doing that next week, so see you then for that.